sorry for that break in communication. Uh, we had to redirect our source of supply. And so you're still on to Money Right Tuesday's edition, and we're looking at what the papers are saying. Before now, the last point was the New Telegraph. I'll go straight to the Punch that says 2 years refining milestone. Fuel import spending crashes from 54% to 6.7 billion naira. That is what the Punch newspaper is saying this morning. And you pick up a copy of that, and also from the international scene, we can see the photos speak there. Trump threatens air strikes in Iran as protests deaths hit 600. This is actually a global phenomenon now, if you ask me, from Nigeria to Venezuela and down through Iran, Iraq. I would just hope that we're going to have peace. Okay, from that tabloid, The Punch, we'll go straight to The Nation newspaper, and The Nation has Nigeria, United Arab Emirates, sealed deal on trade, agriculture, and manufacturing. And also, lawmakers Pandef initiate Fubara Assembly Pali. And from the Nation newspaper, we'll go straight to the Daily Sun. The Daily Sun has federal government to spend 11.5 billion naira on pilgrimage. The writer says a max 4.6 billion on nuclear energy, climate change, 2.3 trillion for agriculture and technology ministries. And under that bottom stream, Tinubu Sanwo-Olu others mourn the Accra of Badagry. From there, we go to the Daily Trust. Daily Trust defection rumor. Police deploy security at Kanu Government House. Generator fume kills 6 family members in Rivers State. And Katsina, fresh attacks amid bandits. Release plans. From that, we'll take our very last paper, which is the Vanguard. How manufacturing sector can grow in 2026, says experts. And under that, Rivers crisis, why Fubara is yet to receive impeachment notice. And from there, the bottom strip, we have Article 2027, Article PDP COP decry alleged crackdown on dissent. Tinubu Obasanjo Sanwo-Olu that mourn as Okra of Badagry dies at 89. 95 people jostled for Awul Charles too. All right, that is it. Those are the papers this morning. So we'll come back straight to the studio, where, like I did say, I'm being joined by Comrade Victor Cheka, CEO, publisher of the Pathways newspapers. We'd like to welcome you.
Thank you
one more time.
Mr.
Yeah, so we're virtually all the same story,
Yes.
which is all over, you know, the news, making headline news, even from television to radio, and all over the tabloids. The Rivers State crisis, and they say APC stakeholders wade into Rivers crisis and impeachment plot. Pandef has also waded in, and they have 14 days to draw all of that process. And we also saw the Joy Youths also coming out. And we also saw 2 members of the House of Assembly in Rivers State talking to their colleagues to say they should drop that impeachment notice. What do you deduce from this quickly?
I think he's on the selfish side of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly of Rivers State to initiate impeachment process against the battled governor. Because you, like we said, you reap what you sow. You are elected to be a watchdog, the legislative leader of the State House of Assembly, and you are not there to serve Wike. You are there to serve the people of Rivers State and to serve your constituency. But the Speaker and some of the House of Assembly members have in turn become a slaves and a messenger of Wike. Yeah, we understand that politics is all about leadership, where someone will definitely nominate you or project you for a position. We all agreed on that. But when it comes to issue of governance, the people have to take the center stage. You look at what the people need. If you look at since 2023 to date, the State House of Assembly of Rivers State have not been peaceful. They have not been enjoying the dividends of democracy. They have not been taking back what belongs to the people back to them. Because today they are quarreling with the governor, tomorrow they are in court with the governor, next tomorrow they are in court with the governor. So my own position in this is that the Speaker is going more than is supposed to have done. As a Speaker of the State House of Assembly, you are there to support the governor to do what? To work for the people. You are not there to fight him. In the issue of budget, the governor refused to project budget, the governor refused to give this that belongs to. No, there is no way you can be fighting somebody and you expect that person to release what belongs to you. Even when you are against God, God will withhold his blessing from you. So that is how it is. Now you have queued behind Wike to be fighting the state governor, and you expect the same state governor to be embracing you or to be romancing with you, to be giving you all this due for you. It's not possible. So my advice for the Speaker is to what? To sheathe their sword. Let them come to a round table and reconcile with the governor. Whether you like it or not, Fubara is the elected governor. Whether he's a boy to Wike, is a boy, constitutionally is a governor. We have seen what happened when he was suspended from the office. After the 6 months, he returned back to his office because he was duly elected by the people. Not Wike. Wike did not handpick him. He only handpicked him to be the candidate of the political party. He was not the one that elected him in office, because Wike have 1 vote and Fubara also have 1 vote. So the earlier they get this, the better for the state. Because now, if this issue continues, there will not be a meaningful development in that state. Where there is no peace, there is no development. There is no way the governor can work. If today he's facing issue of impeachment, tomorrow he's facing issue of litigation, next tomorrow he's facing issue of not loyal to somebody who have left office. If we went to study how Wike have led his own administration when he was governor, you will find out that everyone who have contributed to the success of his emergence as the governor of the state, he fought all of them. So why is he now crying that somebody who he made is also fighting him? It's what you do to people that they will do to you too. That is law of karma. So Wike should allow Fubara to do what? To work for the people of Rivers State, not to work for him. Wike is not the owner of Rivers State. I always said it, and I will still repeat it. Wike is not the owner of Rivers State. We have the people like Peter Odili in Rivers State. We also have people like Rotimi Amechi in Rivers State. We have people like Patient Jonathan in Rivers State. We have so many people who have led before Wike become governor. And yes, you are somebody today. Somebody made you to who you are today. The same way you are promoting Fubara is the same way they promote you to become the governor. So why are you not crying wolf? The State House of Assembly, the Speaker, if you look at the Speaker, you know that the Speaker is not enjoying his office. And somebody was saying in one of the posts I read on social media that the Speaker is regretting his decision to queue behind Wike. That assuming he knew right from when the problem started, he could have queued behind the governor to ensure that the river people have what they want. They elected Fubara to continue from where Wike stopped, not for Fubara to be servicing Wike alone. Wike is not a lord of Rivers State. Yes, you gave the presidency the vote by manipulating the vote that Labour Party had to the favor of APC, fine. But that does not make you the owner of the state. And if something happens to Fubara, when Fubara leaves office, another person will also come in. So they should have it in mind that power is transit. When you are there, utilize it and do what you can to ensure that you have the people at heart and you develop where you come from. And the Ijaw people are not ready to let Wike to pull Fubara out of the office. Because Fubara is somebody who, if we are allowed to work, he will work. Because he's ready to work. This is just his first term. Why disturbing his young man? Yeah, we know sometimes that somebody who you projected, okay, this is what we have an agreement. Fine. We are all human. You can be disappointed along the line. Somebody can tell you, don't worry, tomorrow I will do this for you. When it gets to that tomorrow, the person can change his mind. That is, it's only God that can say yes. No man can say no. We are human. We can say yes today. Tomorrow we can say no. So you cannot be using it always against the governor that he did not sign on the agreement. There was agreement. There was this. We have decided that we'll remove him. No, you are not God. Wike should understand that it's not God. And Mr. President should look at the antecedent of Wike since he assumed office as the FCT minister. Now, rumor have it that he's projecting his son for State House of Assembly.
No, as a rep.
As a rep, sorry. To fight against the incumbent. Now, if you are now projecting your son to remove somebody and put office, and you are at the same time fighting to remove Fubara and put in office, who are you? Are you the god of Rivers State? So River people should look inward and queue behind Fubara. Fubara is your governor. Wike is not your governor. Wike is interested of his selfish interest. Like what I read in one of the posts yesterday. Somebody was saying the fight between Wike and Fubara is a fight of selfish reasons. Yes. Wike is fighting for his selfish interest to ensure that 2027 he can deliver the state to Mr. President and he will retain his office as minister. Yes, that is what he's fighting for. He knew that when maybe in one way or the other he left the position for Fubara and Fubara delivered Mr. President, Fubara will still be the same person to nominate the minister from the state. And then Fubara will not nominate him. So these are the fear that they have at heart that is making him to fight Fubara from Bakia to another. So the Mr. Speaker should do what? Let go of the impeachment, work with the elected governor, and let the governor have reasons to accommodate you as the speaker. Because a state where the speaker and the governor is not in good terms, there will not be any meaningful development. Not to talk of Rivers State for that matter. A state that have the most, let me say, the highest oil well in the South region. So if we can say on our position is that let the speaker and the state of assembly work with the governor and allow Wike to be fighting from Abuja to Rivers State. Why they develop Rivers State? So that they can be returned back. If the speaker continue like this, 2027 is just around the corner. The people can decide, for the 4 years you have been there, you have been fighting. There is nothing, there is no constituency project, there is nothing, no empowerment from your office. So what is the reason sending you back again? They should have it in back of their mind that they have only just 1 year plus to spend in office.
Yes.
So they should.
They should shoot their sword.
Yeah, shoot their sword and support the governor.
Yes.
For the benefit of the whole Rivers State, not for the selfish interest of one person.
And the way Wike is actually going about it, you know, she's doing a thank you tour. Is that really necessary? Because for every tour that you go, you spend money.
I think
you spend money because they print t-shirts, they do venue decoration, entertainment, there's transportation, logistics, and all of that.
I think what I understand about the thank you tour is a way to also tell the people that it's still on ground, especially for high service from the Mr. President.
Yes.
And secondly, Nigerian politics is a way that even the ruling power will know that you looted so much money, that because you are with them, nobody will talk about it. If not, how would somebody who left office would be spending from one place to another, from one local government? Is there any budget from the Ministry of, from the Federal Capital Territory that will aid him to go for thank you tour from across his local government? No. You are only giving a budget to develop the state capital. You are not giving a budget to go back home and be thanking from one local government to another. It's because they have money, have looted the resources of Rivers State, and nobody is saying anything about it. That is why you have the power to say, okay, I will be moving from one place to another, lavishing Rivers people's money. The same Rivers people who made you who you are at the same time fighting somebody not to develop Rivers State. I think Wike should go back to his drawing table and retreat in full step. and allow the governor to work for the people of Rivers State. Yes, for the interest of the Rivers State, Wike should allow the governor to work.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll take yet another story, and this time around, we see the same trend. Trump threatens airstrike on Iran as protest deaths hit 600. Can you speak to that?
I think let's call a spade a spade. A nation who cannot secure the life of the citizen is not what's called a nation. The first priority of every government is to secure life and property of your citizens. And the issue of what is happening in Iran have not started today. It has been on ground for so many years. And if Trump threatens them that he will do this, he will do that, I think it's good. Because we have found out that so many of our leaders across the world, they are all negligent of their position. All what they are after is to see how they can loot and make their family more wealthier than they were before they assumed office. So, Mr. President, that is to say, we are calling Trump now the president of the world, because why? He has started doing what president of the world is doing. It's not a threat. Donald Trump, I was listening to Secretary to State. He was in one of the interview with Good Morning America. He was telling them that, you see, Donald Trump is not the other president that will just say something, he will not do it. That whatever he said, except you accept negotiation, or you said, okay, I withdraw from this decision, he will allow you to go. But if you insist that he will come for you, that is not like other presidents who will say, I will do this, and tomorrow he will turn back, he will not do it. So that threat should sound as a warning to the people, the leadership of Iran, to do what? To call their citizens. You see, one of the challenges we are facing is that the leadership of every nation know what to do in order to position their people, in order to help their citizens, to elevate them from the standard of the living where they are to the next level. But they will not do it. They will wait for them to protest, like what is happening in Ekpoma today, yesterday, about 3-4 days ago. What is going on in Ekpoma? Issue of protests of kidnapping and banditry happening in Ekpoma. The governor of Edo State have been hearing that kidnapping is going on in Ekpoma. He refused to act. They can only just send a message. They say, okay, they send security personnel. They have gone there. The security personnel will drive around the city without going inside the bush. But now they are kidnapping students. The students decide that if you don't want to help us, let us protest and let the world know what we are facing. So that we will know if somebody will come to our aid. They protest. Now you are sending military to chase them. There was not academic activity in Ekpoma yesterday. Why? Because of the protest. So these people know what to do. They are waiting for the citizen to cry wolf before they will act. So Donald Trump, I think God has given us Donald Trump at this time of the world so that they can checkmate all these leaders who will only allow the citizen to cry first before you will carry out your statutory duty as a leader. As a leader, it is your responsibility to secure the citizen, provide conducive environment for private sector to strive, provide job opportunity for the citizen, and provide a good healthcare. Look at today now. I think over here one of the paper that the resident doctors have ended their strike or their
Yes.
They have ended their strike. But look at the period, the 2 weeks they have spent. Before this strike was ended, is because of maybe what happens to our sister who is Lovelis, that lost his.
Chimamanda.
Yes.
Yes, Chimamanda.
You see, this country, this let me say this that most of our leaders in this dispensation are people who are always act when the thing is more than is beyond their capacity to contain. Because if the protests happening in Edo State in the past 3 days have not happened, the governor will not send military to checkmate what is happening there. He will feel unconcerned. Why? Because families are paying ransom, people are paying, like what is happening, issue of Harrison Ogwanishi concerning the young man that was kidnapped. After sending 20 million naira, the kidnapper refused to release the man, and they are also demanding for 50 million naira. If one family is paying 50 million naira to kidnapper, how much will they have to take care of themselves? in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of feeding, and all of that. So it is important that Donald Trump should do what? Let it strike. If that is, will make the leadership of Iran to sit up. Because without this, they will not sit up. Many of them are waiting for you to say, Donald Trump have done this, Donald Trump have done that, before they will sit up. Say, let allow him to strike so that they can look inward and know what their citizens need and provide it for them. That is why you are elected to that office.
To that office.
Yes, you are not elected into the office to enrich your cabal or enrich people. Look at what the state governor is doing in our state. Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowori. He's working. Yesterday, there was a groundbreaking of Otowodu flyover in Ugele North local government. And the governor made it clear that let nobody lie to you that there is no money. There is money, and you must use that money for your citizen. Now, if there is money, why would Monday Bowolu not send military to checkmate insecurity happen in Ekpoma? I heard from the social media in one of the political aid to the former governor of Edo State, Obasanjo, who based in UK. He always gives them updates in what is happening in Edo State, especially in those Ekpoma area. He was saying it yesterday that the young man who is a special advisor to the governor on youth development was arrested by the DSS. That he was the one who sponsored the protest. But the young man had been advising the government, let's act. He refused. Now there is a protest, and they said it's the one that sponsored the protest. So in this nation, I think there is a need for us to always look at who we call leader. That is our challenges. We are enjoying Delta State today because we have somebody who have the interests of the people at heart. That is our amiable governor. So other leaders should emulate our governor and let the people not wait or call you first before you know what to do for them.
Okay, we'll just take our last discourse now before we let you go. Because I know you're a very busy man. Yeah, we're looking at this statement that has been credited now, that without Peter Obi, there will be no ADC. Do you also agree?
Yes, I agree 100%. Because in terms of opposition, you need somebody who have capacity. Somebody who the people will look at and say, well, if you don't do well, we'll go for this man. And I believe that Peter Obi, as it is now, in political space of this nation, is only Peter Obi that can act as an opposition to any political party, whether PDP, APC, and any other political party in this nation. So ADC should not make that mistake to feel our godfather. Feeling the grandfather will be like a walkover for APC. But when they feel Peter Obi, there will be a good opposition. Because in this nation, you need an opposition to function, to sit up. If you don't have opposition, you can feel that everybody is behind me. Like in Delta State, for instance, thank God we have a good governor. Everybody now is saying that we are just in one family. There is no opposition in Delta State. If Sheriff is somebody who takes people for granted, he can decide not to work again. He can be looting the money, doing other things, traveling from Abuja to UK, from UK to Dubai, knowing fully well that there is no opposition. That every Deltan have come together that say that we belong to one political family. It is not good for us, especially now that we are in democracy. One political party is not good for us. ADC should not make that mistake. I think I concur with what Fayose said. I read it yesterday that it will be a doom for them if they feel Atiku as a presidential candidate and let Peter Obi behind. Because it's only Peter Obi. We all know what happened in 2023. It's still in our memory that Obi then gave PDP and APC a hit that all to date is still a trauma in the heads of some of the leaders. Our former governor from my Eka nation, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the daughter went to meet with Labour Party obedient people to plead with them. And as we speak, some of the obedient people who worked against PDP, some of them are political appointees under PDP, now APC-led administration. But we that were fighting for them at the front, fighting for a PDP to retain power. Many of us don't even have office. I have one in my community. He's the leader of the Labour Party. As we speak, he says say to the governor on political. But we that have spent our money, that have worked to ensure that the party is met, we don't even have position. So look at what they are saying. So Nigeria, we need opposition. Yes. And to be honest with you, at this dispensation, many of us are now wise. We don't look at political party anymore. We look at capacity. If Peter Obi will give us what we want, we will go for Peter Obi. Nobody is feeding me. Nobody is taking care of my family. I'm independent on my own. If Peter Obi will be the one to ravage this country, take us to the next level, we will go for him. So let ADC don't make that mistake by feeling the grandfather. Let them feed Peter Obi so that we'll have a good opposition. We can decide, okay, Jagaban, you are too old to take this for remaining 4 years. Let's switch to. We can decide on that. We have the right to vote for whoever we want to vote for. So
thank you so much. I must thank you, Comrade Victor Jeka, the publisher of the Pathway newspapers, also CEO of Pathway Group of Companies. I'd like to appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
You've actually made our day. Thank you. All right, we'll take a break. Pick up a copy of any of these tabloids. They're everywhere. And don't be a free reader. Be a purchaser. Have proper understanding of what the various tabloids are saying this morning. We'll take a break on the ride. And when we come back, it will be our interview this morning. Don't go away. Stay with us. We'll be right back.